Hello everyone, welcome to Dikshant classes. Today I am going to teach about the difference between concepts and convention in accounting. First basis of difference is underlines. Concepts are based on the assumptions which are the foundations of accounting principles. Then conventions are the based on the general agreement. Next basis is personal judgment. Personal judgment had no roles in the accounting concept. Everyone has a different judgment. For example, Ram has different perception, Shyam has different judgment. In convention, personal judgment play a major role in following the accounting conventions. It means that personal judgment has an important role, scientific role in the following the accounting convention. Next is legal status. The next basis is legal status. Concepts are generally established by law, whereas conventions are established by the common accounting practices. Next is precedence. Accounting concepts is precedences by the accounting conventions, where the accounting convention is not followed by the accounting concepts. Next basis is applications. There is a uniform application for the accounting concepts in different organizations. And in convention, it's not so in accounting conventions. Next concept is accounting policies. These policies are those policies which refers to the specific accounting principles and methods which are applying for those principles adopted by the enterprises in the preparation of the financial statements. Then here the question is, what is financial statement? Financial statements are prepared at the end of the year as on 31st March and also a quarterly basis by the company, and there is no single list of the accounting policy which are applicable to all circumstances. Following are the example in areas in which different policies of accounting may be adopted by different enterprises, like method of depreciation, straight line methods and diminishing return methods, depreciation, amortization, treatment of goodwill, valuation of method of inventories, valuation method of investments, recognition of profit on long term contracts, treatment of expenditures during construction, valuation of fixed assets, treatment of retirement benefits, treatment of contingent liabilities, conversion of translation of foreign currency item. Next is accounting estimated. It means that it is an estimation or approximation of the items in the financial statements has to be debited or credited for which there is no prescribed means of measurement, such as depreciable assets and or provision for the loss from a law of suit. An example of accounting estimates are reduction in the value of inventory and debtors, provision for taxation, losses on the construction contracts in progress, provision for the retirement benefits like gratuity. Next is valuation principles. Measurement of the transaction events is significant and the primary function of accounting measure in the monetary terms only. The measurement implies the entailment of the particular value of items in the financial statement. The process of altering a value of an item during the preparation of financial statements is known as valuation. There are four generally accepted measurement basis of valuation of accounting principles. First is historical cost. It means the acquisition cost, the goods are acquired by the company in the market. And assets are recorded as an amount of cash or cash equivalent, and liabilities are recorded at the amount received in exchange for the obligation. Next is current cost. Current cost is a cost on which the company is acquired the particular product, and liabilities are carried out as undiscounted amount of cash or cash equivalents. Next is realizable value. Realizable value is a value in which assets of the companies are carried at the amount of the cash or the cash equivalent will be currently obtained by the selling the assets in orderly disposal. Liabilities are carried out at their settlement values. Next is present value. As per present value, an asset is carried out at present discount value of the future net cash inflows. That item is accepted to be generated in the normal course of business. It means that a particular item is generate inflows for the company in the normal course of the business operations. Liabilities are carried out at the present discounted value of the future net cash outflows that are accepted to be required to be settled the liabilities in the normal course of business. It means that liabilities is carry out a presented discount value of the future net cash outflows and that are accepted to be required to settle the liabilities in the normal course of business. That's all today's class. If you have any doubt, any query, you can comment in the comment section. I will surely make videos and please like, subscribe and share with your friends.